All right, hey guys, what's up? Scott here, and today's tip is going to be about compliance, specifically the California Consumer Privacy Act of 2018. Before I get into that, though, I get a lot of questions about TCPA and GDPR and some of the tools and some of the things that are available to marketers for compliance. And if you ever want to have that conversation, let me know. But we've spent a lot of time with, especially the online education industry, helping marketers navigate the kind of, the rocky waters and some of the landmines that are often overlooked. But first and foremost, we kind of recommend that you always have a specialist or counsel that's familiar with the privacy laws and all of all of the information related to things like the GDPR, TCPA, and now the California Consumer Privacy Act. So January 1 is kind of the date that this is, quote unquote, official. However, there's some retroactive components to it that I believe are still in effect as of the recording of this video. But I just wanted to share it with you quickly because more often than not, I find out that people don't kind of stay on top of compliance and aren't made aware of things until it's too late. And right now you got a couple weeks left in the year, and it's a good time for you to kind of really engulf yourself into understanding the moving parts and how it may or may not affect you if you are in any way, shape, or form collecting information on consumers in California. So on my screen is a really basic one. It's Wikipedia. It's worth scanning and checking out. If you Google the CCPA, the abbreviation, you're going to see a ton of recent articles within the last year that are going to outline it. I recommend that you take some time to kind of dig through that. The other thing related to the state of California is obviously if you're using Listflex, a lot of marketers have in 2018 even and 19, they have slowly started migrating away from the state of California if their business models allow that. And obviously with Listflex, it's easy to do. So one example would be on the outgoing posts as far as where the information's going. If you would like to prevent information on California consumers from going anywhere, you can do it a variety of different ways. State would be one, where if you just check California and exclude, that would prevent any consumer from California from being, sent out of your system or remarketed to or to a third party or, anywhere really. You can do the same with area codes. You can do the same with zip codes. The state itself is kind of the most popular. And the question I get is, can you do this for email and phone? So if you're providing leads to a third party, the answer is yes. But for you to do it in an email situation where the company that you're working with is, focuses on remarketing to consumers via email, you're going to want to make sure that the list or the lists that you're capturing leads on has the geo setting to yes. And geo complete is right here. If you choose yes on the list itself, it's going to look for the IP address, and then it's going to offer you the city, state, and country of that lead that's signing up on your form. So once you have that, Listflex will kind of build out the profile for you, and then if you chose to, you could prevent that from continuing on. So it's optional, but it's you need to be aware that Listflex will provide you with the flexibility to limit or prevent consumers in California from leaving your system if you choose to do that. So, but the core of this is educate yourself on the California Consumer Privacy Act, because it's something that will affect virtually every business in the world, frankly, and they'll outline how that works. So, if you have any questions, just drop me a message. And I'm happy to sit down and talk to you about it or answer any questions to the best of my ability. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I recommend that you have a good lawyer if you collect information on consumers in California. So with that, that's it. Have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.